Hello everyone, it is MisterStubstep and I'm back again with another value discussion, this time on the black and white set, the final black and white set, Legendary Treasures. So, Legendary Treasures is one of those cool, special sets. It does have a subset within it, the Radiant Collection. I will not be going over the Radiant Collection in this video. I'm going to be doing it in a separate video since, both of them, they have their own respective cards that I want to go over and actually take some time. So I wasn't going to jam-pack them all into one. So next week, at least next week, unless something crazy comes up, I should be doing the Radiant Collection of black and white, which is pretty awesome. They both have their own good cards within their own right. So like always, I'll have links down below to these Google Sheets, as well as a link to all the playlists containing all the other value and discussions that I've completed, which includes all the X and Y sets, all the Sun and Moon sets, as well as promos, and all the Sword and Shield sets up to Vivid Voltage. And then I will also have timestamps down below if you just want to skip right to the card discussion, because I do go over the spreadsheet in the beginning. So, starting out with some administrative information, the spreadsheet is as of 6 September. Yes, on Labor Day, so happy Labor Day if that's something that you celebrate or even care about. I just got back from a trip to Kentucky, so it's been a good time. You can see some color coordination there. Set was released 13 August 2013. Sorry about that. I should have cut. I didn't change the date on when it was released. I only changed the numbers of the cards. So this is including Radiant Collection, which I believe Radiant Collection only has 25 cards. So, you could add it onto this. But it came out 6 November. It has 113 base cards and then 2 secret rares. Once again, a really good size set in my opinion. It just for like collecting and just, something reasonable. We have the far left column. We have the card. If it's in red, it'll be a card that I'm talking about today. And then if it's italicized, it's a card that I actually have in my collection. And yes, I do have cards from this set that are actually worth over $1, because there's been other sets that I've gone over within the black and white era that I have cards from, but the cards that I have are just like random commons that came from some products. Rarity, very self-explanatory. The raw on TCG player is the market price value on TCG player rounded down to the nearest dollar. Great at trying to find PSA 10s. If I can't find PSA 10s, I try to get to as close to that as possible, even jumping to other grading companies. And we're going to sold price. That's the last sold listing on eBay, rounded up to the nearest dollar, not including shipping. And there's a lot of best offers in this one. So obviously, with like eBay's updates, it's been very difficult to find out what products are actually selling for. Even the numbers that they are displaying, sometimes those are wrong. So yeah, I'm trying to give out the information that I can find, and you can kind of use that as a baseline to do more research. For date of sale, so when that listing or auction ended. So, based on when, if it's trending downwards or upwards, you can maybe see those prices fluctuate a little bit as far as sold prices go. And then PSA 10 population, the number on the left is the number of PSA 10s, and the number on the right is the total registered with PSA, only including PSA populations. And if there's an R in parentheses, it means I'm referring to the reverse at any point. I don't think there's any on this spreadsheet, but just if you look at other spreadsheets at the links below. So, starting out, we have the Tornadus. So, normally I would never talk about Tornadus because I don't care about this legendary trio. I mean, they're kind of cool. They're based around natural disasters and all that stuff. But Tornadus in this set is beautiful. Beautiful artwork. This is a set right here. I might even have it like in the thumbnail or title or something. But the holo rares in this set, oh my goodness. Like, you can see by this list, a lot of holo rares go for like $1. And nowadays, like, holo rares are pretty much bulk unless they're playable. And then when they go out of the standard format, they just drop in price unless they are just like a crazy good, like an expanded or something like that. But this artwork is beautiful. I didn't read the card. I don't think it's like amazing in play, but it's just a really cool looking card. PSA 9 recently sold for $26. 13 submitted for grading, and 0 came back at 10. So look at that. Little Tornadus kind of stubborn. I was going to talk about the Gyarados, but I don't want to spend too much time. It is a cool-looking card. We have the Crushing Hammer. It's an uncommon card worth $1, and you may ask, why would an uncommon trainer card be worth $1? Well, this is one of the older Crushing Hammers, and Crushing Hammer is currently available within the standard format, and if you didn't know, if it has the same name and it has the same like text below. I know there's like some where there's like just text, but Crushing Hammer is just, it can be very disruptive if you have a deck that you can like immediately set up and like really start accelerating energies and getting like your Pokemon in the right places and everything. Crushing Hammer can just really, disrupt that. You flip a coin and you're able to knock off an energy on, one of your opponent's active Pokemon, which, it is a coin flip, which is annoying. People usually hate coin flip mechanic cards, but for a lot of cases, like using a crushing, it's an item card, like using a crushing hammer is sometimes all you got. So very disruptive. And if you can use an older version, people are just going to be swagged out. So we have the Lucario. Once again, another cool holo rare artwork. Not one of my favorite from this set, but I thought it was good enough to at least include. And Lucario is a very popular Pokemon generally. PSA 9, best offer $50. Imagine this 9 probably sold for like 20 to 30 bucks, but who knows? Maybe it sold for $49.99. We have no idea. And it sold 5 July and 8 out of 14, graded a 10. So you're going to be skipping a lot. A lot of the EXs within this set are pretty generic. If you want to get to the good EXs, those are mainly in the Radiant Collection. But there are some nice holo rares and stuff in here. There is even some legendary birds, which we will talk about one down near the bottom. We have the Meloetta. So there are multiple Meloetta cards within this set. I own the one that isn't valuable. But this one is the holo rare version. And this is, wow. Meloetta has some cards on the Radiant Collection side too. But this is a nice little holo rare artwork. Meloetta is a Pokemon that I always forget about. Like, if I were to list off Pokemon, Meloetta would be... Actually, I won't even list off Meloetta because I don't remember Meloetta. But regardless, beautiful artwork, $4 ungraded, a CGC 9, best offer at $30. So it probably sold for, you know, what it costs to send these cards in. But 2 out of 8, graded a 10, PSA side. We have the Pig Knight. You may be wondering, why is Pig Knight an uncommon worth $5? So a lot of people really like this artwork. It's one of those artworks where it kind of tells a story. I know Charmander's had one in, I think, X and Y, where they did, like, their Radiant Collection. And, oh, my gosh, there's just so many different, like, other sets. I don't think it's called Legendary Treasures also, but it's, you know, the one that has the Radiant Collection as well. And, you know, you have Tepig with the little kid, and then Pig Knight. I'll have shown you the card already. And you'll see later down there the Emboar. It just tells a story, and Emboar's ability is kind of decent, so you're going to generally need Pig Knights to play that card as well. So, yeah, really cool artwork. Mewtwo EX, fairly generic EX card. It's Mewtwo. Mewtwo's popular, Gen 1, you know, never forget him in Cerulean Cave, but it's pretty generic, nothing special. I personally think the Mewtwo card later down this list is a lot more impressive. We have the Moltres holo rare. And yes, if I have the card, I'll just take a picture of the one that I have in my collection because I think that's, you know, kind of cool. And once again, the black and white holo pattern, when I first saw it, I was like, ugly. Looks like blinds. Looks like, you know, blurry vision or something. But it's starting to grow on me. I really like this holo pattern now. And Moltres, I think, oh no, actually the Zapdos beats it out. But yeah, pretty cool holo pattern. PSA 9, $49, 2 out of 27, graded to 10. There are those legendary bird collectors out there, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Oh, and look at, what do you know, we're at the Emboar, ungraded, $7. Couldn't find any graded sold listings, but it is a really cool artwork. Kind of cool to bring the whole family together. Everyone's grown up. The Emboar's evolved. Just an awesome storyline, and just, you know, a few photos. You know, picture tells 1,000 words. Pokemon eats 1,000 berries. All right, we have the Mewtwo holo rare, another beautiful holo rare. They did not have to go this hard with the holo rares in this, because I imagine a lot of the cards within this set, like, they're extremely common. You're going to pull a bunch of them because, well, actually, the base set is actually about the same as all the other black and white sets. So maybe some of these were a little bit harder to pull. Who knows? But still think they would be fairly common. But yeah, ungraded $8, PSA 9 selling for $86. I feel like this is a Mewtwo card that a lot of people forget about, and it's a beauty. Don't forget about it. We have the Chandelure EX. This is a Pokemon, I included it. Has no recent graded sold listings, but I think Chandelure is just one of those underappreciated Pokemon, you know? Like, you walk into a really nice building, you see the really expensive Chandelure once, and then you forget about it forever. But Chandelure, it needs love after that, you know? It has a really cool shiny, and yeah, $9 ungraded. I didn't read this card. I probably should have, because why is this card so expensive ungraded? It's probably decent. I didn't get a chance to read it, but yeah, if you have knowledge, please let me know. Lugia EX Team Plasma. So one of the reasons why I prefer doing this set way more than the previous Plasma sets, despite it having way more cards over $1, so just more information that I had to type in, is I didn't have to type in or copy and paste Team Plasma on every freaking card. Because the previous Plasma sets, you have so many, you know, Plasma-sponsored Pokemon, and this was the only one, so it kind of gave me a reminder like, hey, you didn't have to do this time. You only had to type the Pokemon name, which was very nice. But yeah, Lugia EX, $13, PSA 9, $71. And I'm going to scroll over because I put a little note. There was one listed at a 10 for $500 best offer, so I imagine it has 24 out of 103 10s. I imagine it probably sold for at least $300, maybe around $400 for best offer, but it is a Lugia card. You got Lugia collectors. Not a really good-looking Lugia EX card, but hey, it's Lugia. We have the Reshiram Holo Rare. The Tornadus is really good, but this one's probably my favorite Holo Rare within the set. I remember seeing this card a lot, like just randomly, and really thinking nothing of it. But then I realized, oh my gosh, it's the second most expensive Holo Rare in this card, only to the freaking Charizard. $21 ungraded. PSA 10, $177. 4 out of 15, graded a 10. Yeah, it's just a really unique artwork. I'm surprised they didn't do Zekrom like this. Like, they should have done Zekrom like this. I don't know why they didn't. And then we have the Charizard. So I might be able to squeak a photo in of a clip of like my graded submission or whatever when I sent this off, but this card is currently, I believe, at PSA, so I don't have this card with me. And I do have the Cosmos Holofoil one, which probably came in like some blister pack or something. I don't have the one that you can pull from the set. Overall, like, if one's more rare than the other, I would say they're about the same as far as finding them, but the 10 in the Cosmos Holofoil population is significantly different from this one. So this is the most expensive card as well as the most graded. PSA 10, let's just say $1,000. Ungraded, $44. And 115 out of 588 graded a 10. The Cosmos Holofoil, I believe the amount of 10s is less than 10. So it's, and I think only a little over 100 something have been graded, or I don't know, maybe more than that. But there are less than 10 graded a 10. So I know, for example, like TCA Gaming, I'm pretty sure he has pretty much a master set, English set of Charizard cards and a PSA 10. I know he's working on Japanese now, which he's freaking crazy for doing that. But yeah, the Cosmos is pretty cheap, but if you have the 10, it's going to sell for easily 4 digits, maybe even 5. We have the Reshiram. We got some gold cards. Of course, at the very end of the black and white era, they're going to give their box legendaries a little bit more gold love. So the Reshiram, $107 ungraded. Any card that's selling for over $100 ungraded is an amazing card. And the 9 sold for $302. 41 out of 420 graded a 10. This is one of those cards that if it was in a 10, I would probably sell for at least $700, maybe up to $1,000. I mean, there's a decent amount of 10s, but I mean, gold cards are just cool. You can't really tell too much of what's actually going on in the... Like, I prefer the black and white base set full arts of Zekrom and Reshiram, but gold cards are cool too. And then finally, we have the most expensive ungraded card, the Zekrom gold card, or secret rare, $123. PSA 9, just edging out the Reshiram by $3 at $305. 34 out of 407, graded a 10. So, just barely beat it out. And now we'll scroll down some tidbits at the bottom. All right, so just comparing some sets again. I haven't been able to do average PSA 10 prices since, I think, the Sun and Moon era, because there's just a lack of these cards being sold, which, you know, it's fine. But you can see that it's only beat by Boundaries Cross, Plasma Freeze, and Dark Explorers as far as just cards over $1 within the set ungraded. So I just always think that number is interesting, because if you just are straight up opening a pack, you know, what's the expected value out of that pack? And to me, it's interesting. I'm not sure if you guys appreciate that a little bit, but I think at least I enjoy this part. Couldn't find a master set. Booster pack averaging about $65. I found some for 60, some for 70, some for 80, depending on pack artwork. But 65 was like a safe bet. If you got $65, you can probably get a hold of a Legendary Treasures pack. No Elite Trainer box, but they had a booster box. It's a specialty set that had a booster box is very interesting to me. And it sold for well over $3,000. Fairly recently too, you know, only like half a month ago. So not bad, not bad. I know I've seen PokeRev open a bunch of these recently, and then a lot of other, you know, YouTubers get these little things sprinkled in. Oh, it was Generations from X and Y that had the Radiant Collection. Sorry, I said Legendary Treasures again, but it was Generations, my bad. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this set. As far as tiers of collectability goes, I mean, in the high tier, you got to keep that Charizard. Even the gold cards. I think gold cards are truly cool. And then in the mid tier, you know, including that Lugia. And shoot, yeah, the mid tier might only have that Lugia. And then in the low tier, I'd probably put, you know, some of the really cool holo rares like the Reshiram and the Mewtwo, as well as the legendary birds. And that's probably all from the base set that I would truly think is collectible. There are some really cool holo rares that they're just cards that I want in my collection. You know, I'm not trying to make big bucks off a Tornadus holo rare, but you know, there's just some really cool looking cards within this set. So definitely know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the Radiant Collection. It should be a shorter video, but it might be a video where I talk about every single card, because maybe every single card within the set's worth over $1. I have no idea, but yeah, it was pretty fun to come back and do this again. It's nice to be back home and just do a nice little value discussion for y'all. So if it's your second video of mine, consider subscribing. If you like what you saw, leave a like. If you don't like what you saw, give me some feedback down below on how I can improve these types of videos, or just tell me what you want to see, or just give me a dislike. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your singles orders, and hopefully they come in the condition or a better condition than you ordered.